As outsiders hearing about the Assyrian and Chaldean predicament, like what is your perspective on that? And who do you, not that it matters who do you think is right, but who's right?
Well,
and what would you do to fix it?
What would I do to fix it?
Yeah.
I'll go first. Yeah.
Honestly, I would, and I know very little about this, to forgive my ignorance, but I feel like if we just changed the name of the Chaldean Rite and changed it to the East Syriac Catholic Church.
There was a conversation at one point that there was open dialogue in the 90s that they wanted to change it from the Chaldean Catholic Church to the Chaldean Church of the East.
Okay. You gotta get rid of the name of Chaldean though.
Catholic Church of the East.
Okay.
Sorry, that's what it was.
Okay.
And it was very close to happening.
Yeah.
And then everything fell apart.
Yeah, if they called it the Catholic Church of the East, or if they called it the East Syriac Catholic Church.
Chaldeans won't accept that.
No, they won't accept that?
No, the people,
East Syriac?
the people are the ones that won't accept it.
Because it's East Syriac, not Assyrian.
What you're doing is you're stripping their identity away from their church.
They should just call it the Catholic
But it's a
Church.
false identity. Okay, no, I'm being that serious. Okay, like it's like if I grew up believing I was Chinese, and I always lived as a Chinese person, and then eventually I found out, I'm not Chinese, I would be an ignoramus to continue to believe I'm a Chinese man.
But most people would be like, no, you're lying to me about my identity. How dare you lie to me?
Just take a DNA test, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we don't live in the Middle Ages where everyone's guessing anymore. Like, I took one like last year.
So why your solution wouldn't work, and we'll bounce back to that.
Okay.
is because in the year 2000, a census came out, the 2000 year census, and in 1990 there was one category for all of us to sign as, and that was Assyrian.
Yeah.
There was a silent campaign by the Detroit Catholic Church where they, without the consent of the Assyrian community and people, sent to the United States Census Bureau saying we want to separate the name Chaldean from Assyrian. So we want to identify as our own subsection. And so they did. And it outraged the whole community. It's all documented. I have the letters on my computer. It's on the internet. I have people that are Chaldean writing to the Census Bureau saying, why are you separating us from our beautiful name Assyrian?
Right.
Chaldean just means that we're Catholic. But it was a silent campaign. There's a lot of politics into it, and a lot of people believe that the Kurds actually were funding this division so that they could keep us divided, so that they can establish their political arm in northern Iraq. So the Assyrians would be weak and divide and conquer method, so that they can establish their government there.
Yeah, so
now in the census, it says Assyrian/Syriac/Chaldean.
Oh, really?
All on the same line.
All on the same line? And,
Yeah.
And do they still argue about that they're on the same
Well, they're
line?
like, that's stupid. You just divided it. You made the line longer. You just
pick one name.
Okay. So if they're saying that Chaldean just means we're Catholic, then saying Chaldean Catholic is kind of redundant. What if they just renamed it to like the Chaldean Syriac Church?
But in their mind, Chaldean means their ethnicity. That it doesn't mean Catholic to them.
Oh, I see.
But
okay.
the world understands Chaldean.
So
just
they don't
means
agree.
Catholic.
They don't agree with each other on what Chaldean means.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I got you.
But it doesn't really matter if they agree. It matters what's true.
That's right too.
Right. Yeah.
So even if you think that Chaldean means Catholic, it doesn't mean Catholic.
Right.
Well, sorry. Even if you think Chaldean is an ethnicity, it's not.
Right.
It's Assyrian. Chaldean just means you're an Assyrian in communion with the Catholic Church.
And what's interesting is that when you try to debate a Chaldean about this, they won't take the debate.
So this is why I'm very hostile about this, because we talked about this on the podcast I had on my show.
And this was Isher's idea, by the way, not mine.
Yeah, because I've always been confused at why people think it's a big deal. Then I talked to another person, Paul Elias, and we talked about it. And he's Chaldean, he's Catholic,
But he calls himself.
but
Assyrian.
he openly knows he's an Assyrian.
A lot of them do, by the way.
Yeah, and I want to get someone who says no, Chaldeans are their own ethnic group. I have reached out to a multitude of Chaldeans, not one would take it up.
Yeah.
And I said at first, I said maybe have a friendly discussion either with you or Paul. They wouldn't do it. And I was like, okay, we can't do that. One-on-one, just tell me on the show why it's an ethnic group. They wouldn't do it, and it bothered me so much because I think they know it's wrong. It's like when I talk to Muslims. I think they know it's wrong.
And I don't speak for anybody, but every Chaldean that I've ever talked to, if my recollection is correct, maybe I shouldn't say this because I could be dead wrong. I think they've all admitted that they are Assyrian. Or am I
Why are
wrong?
you saying it so slowly?
No.
It's because I'm trying to remember.
Acknowledge that Chaldean was the term that was used.
That the
later.
church gave on to them.
Their
yeah.
own patriarch, the last one before this one, he admitted, and there's public videos of him saying we're all Assyrian. But for whatever reason, whenever you present these things into the table for evidence, they just brush it off. It really is like talking to a Muslim.
Yeah, that's why I'm so frustrated about this topic.
A lot of them are Arabized, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm like, so as an Egyptian, I'm not ethnically Arab, but I have no problem calling myself Arab because culturally, linguistically, you know what I mean? Or Arab. So you can be like an Assyrian Arab even if you want to, or a Chaldean Assyrian Arab. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
I technically am, yeah.
but you can't get rid of the term Assyrian because if anything, that's the one you're majority of. You know, and that's why it's like saying you're not Latino, bro. It's like saying, oh, no, I'm not Mexican. I'm
Hispanic.
I'm something. No. They make up a new term.
Latinx.
I'm New Mexican. I'm New Latinx. Yeah, exactly. So that's why it really frustrates me. And I after all my research, like, to be honest, also I've interviewed him, and one of the reels, like, it didn't go viral or anything, but it got a few thousand views. And the Chaldeans, like, in the comment section, were not happy because you get the whole history about how that happened and the Kurds and all that.
It's crazy to me. What's crazy to me is that you have one group that they're letting ethnicity keep them from being in communion with, like that. You know, the faith and the Christian religion should like supersede. Like even if I disagree with somebody about they think they're an ethnicity that they're really not, they're really this ethnicity.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let that something so silly like keep us from being in communion. Like, I'd still be in communion with the person. I just think that they're dumb for I don't know. But maybe I'm just.
There's actually a heresy. I think it's called ethnophilitism, when you prioritize the ethnicity over the teachings of the church.
Well, that's interesting because the Assyrian Church of the East is an ethnic church.
It is an ethnic church.
It is an ethnic church.
Yeah, but prioritizing it in the sense of, like, you will deny anyone that is not
I see what
ethnic.
you're saying.
It's not
I
ethnic.
see
You
what you're
have
saying.
people who convert who are not.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.